The male versus the female gaze. What a man versus what a woman finds attractive in an outfit. How can you strike a balance so that everybody likes your outfit? Honestly, I don't really know. First method, stop trend hopping so much. That's a pretty broad statement that can be taken many different ways. I'll pause on that. But I mean dressing mainly in trends. It's okay to fit in here and there, but not every single outfit that you wear has to be TikTok worthy. While the baggy jeans and the crop top might appeal to some dudes, most girls don't even look your way. When I think about the outfits that I usually get complimented on most by females, it's usually the more simple, put together outfits. But when I wear like an opium streetwear outfit, then it's mainly guys who are like, oh, your fit is fire. And to give you guys an example, I'll bring up two creators. One who appeals to the female gaze, one who appeals more to the male gaze. Starting with the female gaze, we have Daniel Simmons. Apart from being tall, handsome, with a sick accent, alright, sorry, enough glaze. His style is super minimal, but it's not lacking in any way, shape, or form in my opinion. It's clean, but it's still sophisticated, and you can still tell that he put thought into his outfit. He didn't just throw something random on. And it also reflects in his living space. His living room and bedroom, like super Pinterest worthy types of living spaces. Glaze aside, sorry, too much. When I open his comment section, it's usually women who are complimenting his outfits and his looks and his height, but still his outfits. You see a lot of girls saying that he pulls it off well, his outfits are really nice. And something that I think helps this style of his is his confidence when he's wearing his outfit, and you can tell that it's authentic because he's been doing YouTube for quite some time, and so he has genuinely catered this style to himself. And it's not trendy, it's not because the minimal streetwear is trending right now, it's genuinely the style that he likes and he thinks fits him. A quick side note as well, physique does help. He's not super jacked, but he has a good frame, broad shoulders, which, you know, girls like, obviously, and he's not super skinny. You can tell he works out. Contrary to popular belief, I think this physique is superior, because right now a lot of people are chasing that super skinny physique. I'm a victim. I tried to like lose some weight because I wanted to fit into the crop tops better, but we're working on it. However, moving on to the male gaze, we've got Trenton. He's Asian. He's got freaking 8-pack. This guy's shredded out of his mind, and he's super athletic. I think he's the perfect example of male gaze, or like, you know, teenage boy gaze. That's kind of insane. Anyways, his sense of fashion is heavily streetwear inspired. Now, if I'm being completely honest, it's really trendy. I only noticed him blowing up when the trend of streetwear was going off, you know, like the baggy jeans, Timberland, and to be honest, he does use reps. Make of that how you want, I don't care. It doesn't personally affect me, but he does use reps, so yeah. But in contrast to Daniel Simmons' comment section, you can tell it's more appealing to men. You see a lot of like high school, college students being like, yo, where's this from, where's that from, where's your rep spreadsheet? Don't get me wrong, I do like his outfits, most of them actually, but some of them are, you know, a little too much, and the vibe I get from his outfits sometimes is, you know, it's just for social media. It's not really something he'd wear on the day-to-day. 9 out of 10 times, the women are gonna go to Daniel Simmons' comment section in comparison to Trenton. And it's not a bad thing, you know? But on the topic of this video, female versus male gaze, dressing for the female gaze, it's obviously a little more the minimal, simplistic, but put together style wins in comparison to streetwear, trendy style. And this is by no means a hit piece at all. I love Trenton. I think his vibe and his energy is super sick. It's just talking on this topic of the gaze of females, Daniel Simmons clears, unfortunately. You also have to keep in mind what kind of woman you want to attract. So you'll probably attract more social media based, younger, you know, like trendy, if you dress like Trenton, you know. But obviously, if you're a little more put together, dress like a little older like Daniel Simmons does, you'll attract a MILF. But yeah, you just have to keep that in mind as well. What kind of people do I want to attract? A girl your age or a smoking hot mom? So like we just talked about, girls usually prefer the more formal streetwear, smart wear, whatever you want to call it. Basically, if you can take any piece of formal wear and just dress it down a little bit, dress it down a notch. Another good hack is to tuck your shirt in instead of cropping it. I know crop tops are super popular right now, and I still crop mine, but sometimes it is better to just tuck it in for a more sophisticated and elegant look. Any quick pro tip: if you have a good physique, get a black long sleeve that's like slim fit, tuck it in, roll the sleeves up just a little bit so that they can see the forearms a little bit. As a straight man, that's attractive as hell, bro. Something else to keep in mind when you're trying to pull off these outfits is confidence. And this doesn't go just for smart casual wear, this goes for any type of outfit you want to try and pull off. You have to rock it with confidence. People can tell when you're kind of iffy about your own outfit or your style, or when you're wearing pieces just to wear them because they're super trendy. For example, tabbies or like speed cats. Sometimes you can tell like it's not really genuine and it's inauthentic the way they're styling them. They're just wearing it because they saw it on TikTok with like 1 million likes. And I understand, you know, being uncomfortable maybe if you're trying a new style or a piece you're not really comfortable with. Like when I first started wearing crop tees, felt a little uncomfortable, but you still gotta rock it with some swagger. If you're going around walking like this, oh, I hope they like my outfit, it's obviously not going to go super well. This also does require you to learn and find your own style and see what you like. So you can watch my guide on finding Fitspo up here. Now when it comes to colors and building your outfits, I personally like to stick with black or just dark colors in general. The brighter and lighter tones do have their time of season. It's usually going to be spring and summer, but me personally, I think black and darker colors still goes well in those seasons. For example, if you take a summer outfit like shorts and a button up, let's say black versus like white and blue or something, it's just, to me, I think all black looks better. And there's the whole thing about, oh, but darker colors attract heat. It does, but when you're wearing shorts and a button up, the difference is really not that major. Again though, just like this whole video and fashion in general, this is my personal opinion. I just went black and I can't go back. Just to kind of summarize everything, I'll break it down into the pieces you should be acquiring for this formal streetwear, smart casual look. I'll actually move to the side so I can put it in the middle. When I'm editing this video, it can be a little more aesthetic. So for tops, I recommend slim and loose fit shirts and long sleeves. You can do like relaxed, but I personally think slim looks the best, followed by loose. Relaxed can give a little too casual of a vibe. For your bottoms, for jeans, you can do loose boot cut and just loose jeans in general, or relaxed fit jeans. For trousers, I recommend relaxed or loose. You can stay away from the baggy stuff for now. Like I said with the tops, if it's too loose, too baggy, it can give too casual of a vibe, which kind of brings down the sophistication of your outfit, I guess. Sorry, I can't think of another word. For outerwear, there's multiple categories. So for jackets, I say leather jackets, bomber jackets, denim jackets. I personally think leather jackets look the best. It is a little pricey, but you can find some vintage ones or whatever. Second category for outerwear is coats. You could go with long coats, military coats. I personally, my favorite is fitted blazers. A nice fitted blazer with a loose bottom, that silhouette is honestly unbeatable in my opinion. Finally, the third category for outerwear, sweaters. Get yourself some nice knits, whether it's slim fit knits, rib knits, like raglan sleeve, or my personal favorite, the fisherman knit. Yes, it's very trendy for a reason though. It's super nice. I think honestly you could throw a knitted sweater on anything and it'll look super good. And then for shoes, we've got boots and derbies. The boots can be anything. It can be zip-up boots, square-toed, pointed-toed, tabbies. I still have tabbies because they're comfortable and I think they still look cool. And then for comfort reasons, you can go for loafers or mules. For like the casual, like if you're walking a lot or something like that, perfect shoes. And then some jewelry, a signet ring and some bracelets, maybe like 2, max 3 bracelets should do the job. If you peep my current stack, I've got 1 signet ring, got 2 bracelets on one hand, bling bling, and then I got a necklace right here. It's not too much, and usually you want to throw on more jewelry if your outfit's super plain, kind of like what I'm wearing right now, just a crop tee and some jeans. But when it comes to minimalism, low-key, less jewelry is better. Maybe 1 ring, a few, maybe 1 bracelet, or even no chain as well. I personally wouldn't wear a chain. And I'll drop some sauce for you guys right now. If you want a really nice, sophisticated look, frick these bracelets, get yourself a nice watch. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Like some Casio watches, super nice, it'll get the job done. Seiko watches, you don't need a Rolex. I personally have never seen someone that looks kind of bummy wearing a watch. The people who wear watches are usually quite respectable people. So I would throw a watch on if you want to have a more presentable, professional look. And you can still dress a watch down. You don't have to wear a watch with a suit. You can also consider scarves, gloves, unique belts. Sure, throw some belt on or whatever. But I personally think the most impactful accessory is glasses. Whether you genuinely need glasses or it's an accessory, you can kind of tell the difference when someone's wearing glasses for the outfit versus someone who genuinely needs glasses. If you genuinely need glasses, might as well just get some dope glasses and then put your prescription on them. Like Gentle Monster glasses are usually real nice. It's just expensive as hell. Let me Thanos snap that list real quick. Anyways, in conclusion, this is all personal preference and experience. However, personal experience says this is the best style to attract women more often than not compared to regular streetwear outfits. So like I just said, it is all subjective, but this just works for me, and these are the pieces I would use to build a wardrobe that is attractive to females. But if you want to attract a goth Japanese alt rock baddie, she's definitely not going for a guy who wears all this, so you might have to change up the style a little bit. If I'm wrong, let me know. I could be completely wrong. This is, like I said, personal experience. Love you guys. Follow for more elite fashion advice. Follow for more